Good afternoon, madam. My name is Tareshni Alpupan Gunasegaran from DCE 2A and my matrix number is 33DC21F1024.
My name is Kesavaraj son of Rajendran and I am also from DCE2A and my matrix number is 33DCE21F1023.
So today we are going to talk about Izod impact test. Firstly, the objective of this test is to find the impact resistance of mild steel and cast iron. So the apparatus we have used is impact testing machine. Step 1. Select the Izod test specimen. So we have selected cast iron. Step 2. Test for friction loss is conducted by adjusting the pointer to 164 joules. Then, the pendulum is released by operating the lever without keeping the specimen. The loss of energy due to friction EF is equals to 2 joules. Step 3. The Izod test specimen as per Indian Standard IS 3766-1977 is placed in position. So, we have to see the radius of curvature of striking edge, test piece, striking height, angle tip of striker, direction of the impact, angle between underside of striker and face of test piece, while lastly the supports. Step 4. The pendulum is released. The hammer strikes against the specimen, breaks it and swings further than the observation is noted down. Total loss of energy during transit of hammer ET is equals to 6 joules. The energy for failure of specimen ET minus EF is equals to 4 joules. While the observations we have got is initial energy of the hammer is 164 joules, average loss of energy due to friction EF is equals to 2 joules, total loss of energy ET during transit of hammer 6 joules, energy for failure of specimen which is Ku per impact value is equals to ET minus EF which is 4 joules.
Nextly is trial 2. Step 3. The Izod test specimen as per Indian Standard IS 3766-1977 is placed in position. So the selected specimen which is cast iron. Step 4. The pendulum is released. The hammer strikes against the specimen, breaks it and swings further than the observation is noted down. Total loss of energy during transit of hammer which is ET equals to 4 joule, energy for failure of specimen which is equals to ET minus EF equals to 2 joule. The observations for trial 2 is initial energy of the hammer equals to 164 joule, average loss of energy due to friction EF equals to 2 joule, total loss of energy ET during transit of hammer equals to 4 joule, and lastly energy for failure of specimen which also equals to Ku over impact value equals to ET minus EF is 2 joule.
Trial 3. Step 3. The Izod test specimen as per Indian Standard IS is 3766-1977 is placed in position. Selected specimen is cast iron, so these are the length, breadth, depth of notch D. Step 4. The pendulum is released. The hammer strikes against the specimen, breaks it and swings further than the observation is noted down. Total loss of energy during the transit of hammer ET is equals to 6 joule. Energy for failure of specimen ET minus EF is 4 joules. So these are the observations of trial 1, 2 and 3. Average energy for failure of specimen is 3.33 joules.
So the conclusion for this experiment which is Izod impact test is the impact test is test used in studying the toughness of material. Toughness is connected with both ductility and the strength of the material, and impact test involves the sudden and dynamic application of the load. In this test, we will see response of the material under dynamic loading. and impact loading applied to specimen. This will also give a general idea about brittleness and ductility change with respect temperature. So that's all from us.
Thank you.
Thank you.